What's up guys, it's your boy Dig Dash and I'm back with another video. Guess what? It's been my lucky day. I've got a Fortnite running on iOS on my iPad Pro 10.5. So basically, as soon as I heard about the Fortnite coming on mobile, I signed up, and I think today I found a link to download this game, and I wasn't able to get into the game because I haven't received the invite from Epic Games. So I just kept on trying to log in, and then he just let me in, which is really strange. But yeah, I'm fully in the game, and I'm just picking through it at the moment. I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm a big fan of Fortnite on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Sorry, PlayStation 4. I have the Pro version, and I really enjoy it. And it's one of those games that kind of, despite the fact that you're playing against a lot of people that are, pros, or, people who've just started out, you're kind of on a level playing field in terms of, who can win the battle. Yes, obviously, if you have a lot more experience, you can go a lot further, but essentially it's anyone's game. You can win if you're sneaky and sly enough and you get a bit lucky. I've not won a whole game yet, but usually I'm in the top 10. Sometimes the top 5 solo. So one of these days I definitely will take a win. But anyway, comparing this to the PlayStation 4 version, there's substantial differences in terms of graphical features and details, which is understandable because it's in a mobile format, and obviously the controls are completely different, and it takes a lot of getting used to. I mean, they're a lot better than I thought they would be, but they're not as great as they could be in terms of if they allowed you to use a Bluetooth controller or even a PlayStation controller and sync it up to your iPad. Or I don't know how that will work out, but then that will make it the ultimate kind of way of playing it on a mobile device using a Bluetooth controller. But anyway, it's got all the full features. It's got, it's essentially just a slightly cut down version of Fortnite on console or PC. Apparently it's supposed to be more like the PC version, just like with a lot reduced textures and obviously a more simplified look to be running on a mobile platform. But yeah, I mean, the battle royale works very, very well. I mean, you do get a lot of pop-in, a lot of pop-ups as you're wandering around the landscape looking for people to murder, and that can be a little bit disconcerting because obviously, if you're searching for that kill and something pops up at the background and you think that might be, the enemy, and you just realize it's a building that's just popped out of into existence, it can throw you off. But I mean, it don't let that deter you from the fun. It's just an immense amount of fun, and you do get used to it. And remember, this is only the beta version, so it will only improve and get better, unlike PUBG. Anyway, so as you can see, it runs fairly smoothly. It's not running as like it runs on the PlayStation 4, which I have. I have a PlayStation 4 Pro, and I have that running at 60 frames per second. Thanks to one of the latest updates, and it runs amazingly smoothly. But this seems to be running about 30 frames per second, more or less consistently. And there's an odd frame drop here and there. Like I said, there's some popping, but this is just the beta version, so I expect it to need some polish. But it runs very well, and it does feel just like the console version in terms of responsiveness, the tactics. But the controls, like I said, there's something that you have to get used to. You have to get used to the fact that you can't just easily access things like you used to. Like, you can just quickly pop up, build a fort as easy as you can using a controller, because obviously touchscreen controls are completely different and they're not as tactile. But one of the cool things that I found using and playing this beta version is that it gives you visual cues as to where, for example, the chests are. I mean, just as you can see, there's an indicator on the screen which shows you the direction of where a chest could be. and you just kind of follow that, and you find yourself a chest, and you don't get that on the console version unless there'd been an update. But it's wonderful because obviously, if you're playing this, I don't know, while sitting on the toilet at work, on your lunch break or whatever it is, and you can't hear the visual cues as to where the chests are, or where gunfire is, or where people are walking up and sneaking up behind you, to have the visual cues really helps you quite a bit in terms of, orientating yourself and finding the treasure, finding the chests, figuring out where people are coming from, finding out where the gunfire is coming from. It really does help you to play this game when you can't have obviously the volume on full blast, or even if you're hearing impaired, it definitely helps you to kind of locate the things that you need or that you wish to seek out to get the best out of the game that you're playing. So I think that's a fantastic feature that they've added, and it definitely helps out on the mobile platforms. So they really thought about kind of the nature of how people use mobile platforms to play games. You don't always have it on full blast. Sometimes, you have it on mute while sitting on the can. So anyway, as I said, it runs pretty smoothly, and it's fully featured. I mean, obviously, to access the various controls or various modes or various screens, it's not a click of a button. It's literally just touching the screen. You touch the map to pop up with the map, and as you can see on the screen, it shows you exactly where you should be touching to crouch, to jump, to access your pickaxe, where to move. And it's got a very easy quick lock, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner. If you double tap the virtual joypad, or joystick should I say, you auto run into infinity. But yeah, as you can see, I come up against an enemy, and I'm not doing very well since I'm not used to the controls. But yeah, this is just a brief look of Fortnite running on the iPad Pro 10.5. I definitely recommend it. If I get any invite links, I'll definitely let you know. Drop me a link, like and subscribe. Peace.